Our story, on a mission to make big discoveries in green energy metals. We are a Canadian-based exploration company on a mission to make major discoveries in critical energy metals, and to create exceptional value for our shareholders and local partners. Our first-mover land position in unrecognized new regions of northern Canada provides a unique opportunity for investors to be part of multiple discoveries and the creation of a potential world-class, multi-district, green metals province, required by the global supply chain to contribute to the transition towards green energy. Targeting untapped riches of green metals located in unrecognized regions new for northern Canada. StrateGX has been focusing on two underexplored regions in northern Canada, East Arm on the Northwest Territories and Melville Peninsula in Nunavut. Based on research and initial exploration, these regions have significant potential for new discoveries in energy transition metals. The company's exploration team has been actively developing and defining targets in these regions, with a focus on Nagvac in Nunavut for energy transition metals and 939 in Northwest Territories for cobalt. Our quest for critical minerals, unlocking a treasure trove on the Melville Peninsula. StrateGX is targeting the Melville Peninsula in the Canadian Arctic for critical minerals. It comprises a sedimentary basin that spans over 10,000 square kilometers, hosting large targets in energy transition metals. The only previous exploration work in this area that occurred from 1965 to 1996 included regional mapping, regional airborne geophysics, scarce till sampling, less than 200 rock samples, and minimal drilling focused on discovering zinc. The other energy metals were overlooked due to commodity prices at the time and are now in extremely high demand. From generative exploration, StrateGX has staked and has been advancing three properties: Mel, Nagvac and Tazijak. The Nagvac property has the promise to become a major deposit discovery in a potential new emerging district, rich in energy metals such as nickel, vanadium, cobalt, copper, molybdenum, and graphite. On a path to establish year-round operations and minimal footprint infrastructure to support the Melville projects, StrateGX acquired a 25-person field camp on the Melville Peninsula. The location is ideal as it is in proximity to coastal communities and will serve as a centralized base to advance its projects with local support. Developing infrastructure opportunities include landing strips and access routes on the ground from local communities. We aim to establish year-round operations apart from the winter months. Project Nagvac polymetallic targets with a rare mix of energy transition metals. The Nagvac target is a new, polymetallic sedimentary hosted, critical minerals potential deposit discovery, and is over 5 kilometers long and 400 meters wide, with at least 7 target areas for drilling potential. It contains a rare mix of energy metals including nickel, vanadium, copper, molybdenum, silver, and PGMs. We recently expanded our energy transition metals portfolio with high-grade graphite. Exceptional results in these metals are observed in core holes previously drilled by BHP and spaced over 2 kilometers apart. One of the holes intersected 58 meters of 2.63% copper equivalent close to the surface, including 0.51% vanadium pentoxide, and the mineralized zones are open in all directions. The next step is drilling, and more drilling. Target Area 1 drill core intersects high-grade energy metals close to surface. Last December, the company reported a discovery of energy transition metals from BHP's drill hole number 14 located on the Melville Peninsula, Nunavut. The mineralized interval in this drill hole returned 2.63% copper equivalent over 58 meters starting at a depth of 27 meters below the surface. This interval includes anomalous values of 0.25% nickel, 0.51% vanadium pentoxide, and 0.06% molybdenum. This is significant in that it confirms the extensive surface anomalies occur at depth, are open in all directions, and continue along the 6 km east-west trending mineralized corridor. Multiple zones to drill test to define a potentially large deposit in energy metals exist. Continuous high-grade energy metals in drill core located over 2 km away in Target Area 4. Following up on the discovery of drill hole number 14 announced last December, the company released results for drill holes number 1 and number 2, previously drilled by BHP in Target Area 4 at its Nagvac property on the Melville Peninsula, Nunavut. The drill intervals included a 35.7 meter zone in hole number 1 and a 38.4 meter zone in hole number 2, with significant concentrations of nickel, vanadium oxide, copper, molybdenum, silver, and platinum group elements. These results further support the 6-kilometer-long mineralized corridor identified on the surface and lay the foundation for the next phase of exploration aimed at drilling a potentially large resource of energy transition metals. There are many targets to drill test, to define and expand the mineralized zones. Nagvac Photo Gallery showcasing our large discovery. These photos show a large mineral system at the surface, hosting greater than 1% nickel equivalent or greater than 2% copper equivalent, along with other important energy transition metals. NAGVAC 3D view of extensive conductive zones and high-grade polymetallic mineralization. This highlights the large conductive zone and surface Gaussian mineralization that is continuous from target area 1 to 4. Core assays in BHP's drill holes number 1, 2, and 14 confirm significant mineralization in energy transition metals at depth and over 2 kilometers in length. Significant proposed drilling will occur in these target areas to confirm the potential to host a large tonnage polymetallic deposit close to the surface, with grades greater than 1% nickel equivalent or greater than 2% copper equivalent, including high-grade vanadium pentoxide greater than 0.5%. High-grade graphite discovery adds to the impressive energy metals mix. We recently announced the addition of high-grade graphite to our energy transition metals discovery portfolio at NAGVAC, with encouraging results for high-purity and high-quality jumbo flake graphite mineralization. These results come from studies completed by the Saskatchewan Research Council on drill core and rock samples at the surface, confirming this occurs over a 4-kilometer length in the mineralized corridor at NAGVAC. Graphite plays a significant role in energy transition as it is the primary component of the anode in lithium-ion batteries for electric cars, and a supply deficit of up to 8 million tons is expected by 2040. Approximately 97 new natural graphite mines are required to come online by 2035 to address this deficit. Our other targeted region comprises 2 projects having significant discovery potential on the east arm of the Great Slave Lake, Northwest Territories. The east arm of the Great Slave Lake is home to significant mining and development activity in the region, with excellent mining infrastructure in place. We have identified significant potential for critical minerals new for the Northwest Territories. 2 project areas have received over $2 million in exploration to date with drill targets developing. The company is prioritizing unlocking the potential in this region by integrating Dene First Nation support and involvement. The East Arm targets represent a unique geological story new for the Northwest Territories. We have staked claims over 13,000 hectares with high cobalt anomalies and have plans to drill test a new cobalt discovery on Project 939, while also having vast permits in place to allow for future staking. Project EA South, located on the southern shores of the east arm of the Great Slave Lake, has significant copper, gold, and cobalt surface showings on a large district scale, and is situated near the village of Lutsoke, to be the company's field base to serve the exploration projects on the east arm. This positions the company for a promising pipeline in the discovery of cobalt and other energy metals. Project 939 represents some of the highest-grade cobalt anomalies to be drill tested. The Misty Lake target area shows promising signs of a potential extensive mineralized system with kilometer-scale cobalt anomalies and a potential cluster of source targets. The lake sediment values in Misty Lake indicate highly anomalous cobalt levels. Values greater than 100 parts per million cobalt in lake sediments is considered highly anomalous by industry standards, and results that are greater than 1,000 parts per million cobalt are exceptional. Coarser Gaussian fragments in lake sediments with values over 0.1% up to 0.49% cobalt suggests proximity to a potential source, leading to prioritized drill target locations. A 1,000-meter Phase 1 drill program is planned for testing a cobalt blue type, CBT, target concept, which indicates cobaltiferous spirite mineralization potentially occurring in stratabound or structural zones. Project EA South comprises unrecognized iron oxide copper gold, IOCG, and porphyry copper gold deposit targets in a 100 km mineralized structural corridor. Located on the south side of the east arm of Great Slave Lake, Project EA South has 5 target areas representing greater than 100 copper, cobalt, gold, uranium, and Re prospects. The company staked 5,963 hectares and holds 82,714 hectares in permits along a 100 km by 20 km wide mineralized corridor adjacent to the Great Slave Lake Shear Zone, offering the potential for iron oxide copper gold and porphyry copper gold deposits. This area holds promise for future exploration discoveries and development. The North Star target area, located south of the I-2 target, presents a significant opportunity for copper exploration, with Caminco's shallow drilling in 1956 returning 80 feet of 1% copper. Additionally, the identification of 12 targets at North Star from the ground magnetic survey indicates further potential for copper, gold, and cobalt. To fully evaluate the potential, more mapping, sampling, and geophysical surveys over a wider area are necessary to generate additional targets to drill test. Access to the Lutsoke field base is by 2 modes of transportation, either by boat or air from Yellowknife. Our proven path of making major exploration discoveries together as a team. Our path to making exploration discoveries involves 5 steps. Base and community engagement. Exploration preparation. Ground and airborne surveys. Prioritize targets. Discovery drilling. We have done this many times before as a team during the past 2 decades and look forward to doing it again in StrateGX. Next steps and catalysts to deliver exceptional results with a focus on drilling discoveries. With the company fully funded in the second quarter of 2023, StrateGX is poised to deliver value-adding catalysts to its shareholders by aggressively drilling its top projects, starting with Nagvac on the Melville Peninsula, Nunavut. As we begin to develop our discoveries into a resource base, our marketing and market movement will increase substantially. In the meantime, we continue to target strategic investors and partners who will contribute towards our growth and increase in market cap valuation. We also continue to build up our exploration team to be able to fast-track our projects into advanced resource drilling and to define potential deposits in energy transition metals. Our share structure continues to be a strong base with long-term investment support. StrateGX is a tightly held company with insiders, family, friends, and sponsors, accounting for 75% of its outstanding shares. A strong base for the company has been established by taking a long-term investment approach to allow for more potential upside in market capitalization as the valuation of its assets increases. Support by retail investors is anticipated to increase as the company gains more exposure in the capital markets and increases its marketing initiatives. StrateGX maintains a positive share performance poised for continued growth. Our exploration of frontier lands in northern Canada to discover untapped energy transition metals presents a unique opportunity for investors to be part of multiple discoveries and the development of new mining districts essential for the transition to green energy. This investment opportunity offers substantial returns while contributing to a cleaner energy future due to increasing demand and supply shortages of green metals. The mission is to make a significant contribution to the sustainable energy economy through its exploration activities. Join us as we lead the way toward a greener tomorrow. Why is StrateGX a value opportunity? We have maintained a positive share price trend and have a strong shareholder base to support its growth. With a market capitalization of approximately $10 million and the potential for significant exploration discoveries of energy commodities in high demand, investors have significant upside potential. We have performed well above our peers. Furthermore, we have significant market capitalization upside potential related to discoveries potentially becoming mines in very important commodities needed to protect and preserve our planet. A diverse board of directors as a start to the growth of our company. We assembled the start of an impressive board of directors that possess strong technical, capital markets, business development, and government relations backgrounds that can navigate the lucrative critical mineral space. Stay connected and be a part of our journey, making exploration discoveries. Be informed about our activities and follow us on our social media channels. Click on the video link to get a short message and to visit our YouTube channel. Also, please visit our homepage on the website to view and download the latest products from our investor portal.